Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a review on the new 2023 Barbie X Lush Limited Edition Body Spray. This retails for a whopping $55 and it is for 6.7 fluid ounces or 200 milliliters. Just to make a note that the LUSH Body Spray was only sent to, I believe, LUSH North America. Specifically, I know LUSH US. I don't know if Canada also got it, but I know that the UK did not receive the body spray except for I think in one pop-up shop, but they received the perfume as well as the Lush Barbie comb. This also is not sold in California, and you cannot have it shipped to California from the Lush website. I am in California, so I had to purchase this on a reseller website. I picked Mercari since I already had an account, and luckily there was a seller who was selling it for, instead of $55, for 45 or 50. Basically, I got a slight discount. And the reason why that it can't be sold in California or shipped to California is because of the regulations on fragrances that are specific to California. So this also affected the Honey I Washed the Kids and I believe the Lush Dirty Body Spray. However, if you live in another state, it shouldn't affect you. You could still have it either shipped to your house or you can purchase it at the physical store. But to go back, this scent is the same scent as the Lush Barbie Bubble Bar, so the one that's in the shape of the pink car. Online, Lush categorizes this as citrusy and sweet. And then Lush is pretty bad at listing all their scent notes or letting you have a good idea of how it's going to smell like. So it just lists almond essential oil adds cherry notes, tonka absolute is sweet and comforting, and then sweet wild orange oil is uplifting and cleansing. But okay, so the packaging, I think it's pretty nice. I like it that it's pink. The Princess Peach body spray as well as Snow Fairy are two other Lush body sprays that share a pink label. Another thing I want to note is that this little nozzle right here is white and typically it's red. Let me pull up another body spray that I have. So you see the nozzle is typically red, whereas that one is white. I'm not sure if that's a new change or if it was specifically to go along with the print because the print right here in the Barbie lettering is white. So I think it's pretty cute. Plain, sweet, simple, to the point. And then the little paragraph online, it says, just like our seasonal Snow Fairy, it has super sweet pink scent to bring a bit of magic to your day. The cherry notes of almond essential oil, along with a comforting tonka and sweet orange, create a fruity, happy-making fragrance. So Lush was able to secure the licensing to use the Barbie name. That is why this scent is a little bit or a lot more expensive than the usual Lush body sprays. Okay, so to me, I would say that this scent is different enough from my other body sprays that I'm happy that I purchased it. So I have their other quote unquote pink fragrances. I have Snow Fairy and then I have Princess Peach that I'll do a quick comparison towards the end of the video. But specifically this body spray, yeah, so it has a lot of layers to it. It's not one of those like the first spray and then on the dry down it's going to smell the same. No, this evolves over time, which I'm happy because I don't have a scent that is super complex like that. So then on the opening, to me, it reminds me a lot of Snow Fairy because of that powdered sweetness, which I thought, oh no, I purchased Snow Fairy for $55. But no, it just has a hint of the DNA in there. However, after drying down for about maybe 30-45 minutes, I get a typical, it cannot be mistaken, a Lush body spray scent. And more specifically, the Lush store, if you head over to the bath bomb section. And the reason why is because it has this powdery note, but just the powdered sweetness. And yet at the same time, it also smells fresh. More so on me because fragrances tend to pull a little bit more fresh and clean smelling on my skin versus my clothes. Okay, to go on to the performance or the wear time, on me, I would say it's good up to 6-8 hours. I could still smell it. The caveat is that it doesn't project much, so I can smell it, but other people can't really smell it. I typically do about 6 to 10 spritz Whereas some other sprays, if I do 6 to 10 spritz, like if we're talking rose jam, I might suffocate people in the room. But for this one, it's very quiet in the sense of like, it's not really like people across the room can't smell me. But for me, it's always present. I can always smell it. And it's not too overpowering because of that like little hint of freshness in there. So I would describe this as being sweet, but not sickly sweet like the Snow Fairy body spray. So I can imagine you wearing this, for example, during the daytime, even like during winter and fall, spring, summer. I feel like this is an every occasion, every season type of a body spray. I saw a lot of questions online asking if the about the cherry note and people wondering does it smell like medicine or medicinal cough syrup? And to me, it does not. However, I don't have that scent memory association since the cough syrups I took when I was younger or a child were all grape flavored. And side note, but all the dentist toothpaste or fluoride that was used on me was bubblegum flavored. But to go back, it's not your typical cherry note where it's like an overly cherry candy. It's not too artificial, but it's not super fresh either. For me, this almond note in here, I was expecting like an almond milk, but if anything, this pulls like if you're getting almonds and then you're cutting them, and then sometimes they give off this little like liquid. I feel like it's that scent that I'm getting, but it's not super apparent. I feel like I don't smell the almond and the cherry until much later. The scent does deepen and the cherry and the almond like mix together to create a much deeper scent. So around the 5 hour mark, I would say that I smell more of a cherry note than I did on the initial spray. I would say it's a good mixture, and I think that the because this also has champaca or champaca, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, which is like a sweet, heady floral note. If you think very similar to like lilac or maybe more, better yet, jasmine. So it is like a honeyed kind of like syrupy note that is added. But let me pull out the other two quote unquote pink fragrances. Okay, so here are all the pink labeled fragrances that I have. Okay, but let's go on to the comparison. First being Snow Fairy. If you have tried Lush, most likely than not, you've tried Snow Fairy. It's your typical like bubblegum scent or cotton candy. So let me just go ahead and use this to spray. A lot comes out. Yeah, this is, to me, if anything, Snow Fairy smells more medicinal than the LUSH Barbie body spray. And I feel like the Snow Fairy scent, basically the scent that you get on the first spray is the same scent you're going to get towards the end of the day. You could overspray it, whereas the Barbie one, I feel like you could layer it up a little bit more, or you could be more generous or heavy-handed, however you want to say it. Yeah, so that could be a little bit much, especially during the summer and spring where it tends to be a little bit hotter. But let's go on to the Princess Peach, although I remember that because I wore it, I want to say like 2 days ago. All right, so the Princess Peach body spray, that came out during the 2023 Lush X Mario collection. It also had the same scent, I believe, in the shower jelly, but I didn't purchase the shower jelly. Princess Peach, I feel like that scent doesn't really remind me of a typical Lush fragrance. I feel like it could also like almost pass by a Bath and Body Works fragrance just because it's super fruity, super pineapple-y. Yeah, it's just very fruity. Just think of like a passion pop, and that would be Princess Peach. Very different from Snow Fairy. Snow Fairy, it's more powdery sweet, and yeah, that's pretty much Snow Fairy. If you look right here, it says that it has notes of juicy peach and fresh pineapple, but to my nose, I would say that I get more of the pineapple. So I would say it's like 60% pineapple and like 40% peach. But yeah, that one's super juicy, super fruity. I would not wear that during the fall or the winter just because that's way too bright, uplifting, happy. Well, you know what? Heck, maybe I'll wear it during the winter when it's like super cloudy. But anyways, let me spray the Barbie one. Ooh, you just get like a gust of fragrance. Yeah, so on the first spritz, I get that typical Snow Fairy sweet not cotton candy, but like powdery sweetness. And that almost immediately goes away, at least on this paper. On my skin, it does a little bit different. So yeah, it just goes, and I feel like it gets deeper and deeper as time progresses, much like how some perfumes you need to let it macerate to let the scent kind of settle down. I would say that I do get an almond note, but it's not super nutty. So we're not talking like, let's say, hazelnut, where it's like wham bam in your face. Like this is a nut forward fragrance. This is very much so like in the background, but I feel like this is such a complex scent because you get a slight nuttiness, but it's not nutty. There is a slight freshness, but it's not super fresh. It is sweet, but that's not all there is to it. And there is a cherry note in here, but that's not the main note that I get as far as it being like right now, the main note that I get. The only downside is I think out of these three fragrances, I would say for some reason on my skin and on my clothes, Princess Peach, this is like a beast mode body spray, especially with it being like a super juicy, fruity fragrance. I thought that it would only last me maybe about like 3 hours, but no, at work, I've had many people each time I wear it, even so I get in like around 8, and then even like at 2 p.m., people are still like smelling me. So this one projects a lot more than the Barbie and Snow Fairy. Snow Fairy is, I would say, it has about the same longevity as the Barbie X Lush Body Spray. However, Snow Fairy, you can definitely notice it more, and I feel like other people might notice it more. The Barbie body spray, that one, it's more of like I can tell that I'm wearing a scent, but maybe not other people can. So it doesn't disappear after 3 hours. It maybe just only projects for maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. And then afterwards, you can still smell it, but yeah, other people might not smell it unless they're getting really close to you or going in for the hug or something like that. But I would say that out of all these three, I think they're all distinct enough to purchase them if you want to try it out. I would say if you like one, you might not like the other. I don't think that Lush has come out with another scent that is like the scent in the Barbie body spray. I would say if you have a Lush store near you and you like the scent of the Barbie car bubble bar, you'll probably like the body spray since it shares similar scent notes. Although I wouldn't be comfortable saying that if you like Snow Fairy, you're automatically gonna like the Barbie body spray. But yeah, I'm happy that I purchased it. Would I spend $55 again on this? I would say no, because on my skin, which is where I like to apply my fragrances, it leans a little bit too fresh on me. So I do like it that it's a more typical Lush scent. So it's not like Princess Peach where I feel like it could be like, hey, are you wearing Bath and Body Works? No, this is like a definite Lush has made this body spray. I feel like for $55, I would want my fragrance or my scent to just project a little bit more and for to have people notice that I'm wearing it. I think maybe I need to spray more than my usual 6 to 10 sprays. All right, so if you were to ask me, would I recommend the Barbie Lush Body Spray? I would say yes. However, every time that there is a cherry note in a fragrance, that's always one of those tricky scents that either people are gonna love it or hate it, or you're just gonna not care for it. And I feel like I love cherry scents, so those can't go wrong. And I don't smell any medicinal cherry scents. I rarely ever get that. But just because it has this controversial note, I would say definitely smell this before you purchase. And for $55, that is like quite a commitment for sure. And another reason why I wouldn't recommend blind buying this is that this does not project a lot, at least in my opinion. If I spend $55 even on a Lush body spray, which tends or they tend to perform better than the Bath and Body Works body sprays, I would want it to last maybe like 8 hours and for me and other people to smell it more. But that's just my personal opinion. Would I purchase this again? Well, one, I can't because I'm in California unless I want to go to Macari, and I don't see any listed for a reasonable price. But I think I would if I were to, let's say, reach out to the same seller and they would be willing to sell it to me for the same price. I think I would just to have a backup because I do like the scent. There are definitely some Lush fragrances that you see in the back. That's my Lush box that I have tried that I don't like as much as this one. But I like it that I feel like it's more wearable. It's like a more wearable, less sweet snow fairy that is just fresh at the same time. There's cherry notes. So I like it that it has layers and, you know, it has more going on than just sweet like this one or just fruity. But yeah, that is my review on the new limited edition Lush X Barbie body spray that came out during 2023. Let me know if you have any questions and hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.